everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Ayunda Risu is a female Indonesian VTuber with Hololive ID. They're part of the first generation, the ones that introduced us to Hololive ID, with Aidani EO15 and Muna Hoshinova. And we're talking about them today because Risu's channel was hacked earlier on Saturday, on the 8th, and it had, of course, a crypto bro thing. Always ends up happening. People are like, obviously hacked by effing crypto trash bros. Probably clicked the link she should not have clicked. Cover management will have to get on it, and they did. They got on it pretty fast and recovered it, as you can see here. But she had something to say as well. Because, hello, sorry for the fuss in the morning. I'm aware what happened to my channel. I have talked with my staff and they will forward it to the higher ups. As for now, the first measure I've taken and hopefully no further damage will happen to the channel. Thank you so much for everyone who's been notifying me about the matter. As for now, I will be posting a bit less to check on all accounts for further security measures. The live squirrel reaction. Yeah, that's my live squirrel reaction. Like, what the hell is going on here? But, it is absolutely something, crazy going on, something wild going on, if you will. It has happened before. I believe it happened to Crony. It has happened to others in, well, VTubers, regular VTubers. It is one of those, like I said, token hijacking things. You click on a link that's supposed to be from a sponsor, either you or your manager, etc. You click on that link and it ends up messing you up because they take your session token, which is basically your ID card for whether it be Google or whatever, saying, hey, I already put in all my information. You guys don't need to double check the two-factor authentication. Just gimme, and log me in. Pretty much that's what happens a lot. It says, bruh, if it were me, I would make NUTCOIN instead. Of course, because that works. And there you go. You have this here. Woke up and opened Holo Jewel, or like basically Holo Module. Was quite surprised. Hope everything works out well. And yeah, other people were saying the same thing. Was worried they might have torched the VODs. Glad I was able to be resolved soon. One of the advantages of having a large agency like that behind you is being able to have this recovered so quickly. Regular VTubers, it would not have been recovered in hours. It would have taken days. Usually, it takes days. Like YouTube takes down the channel, and then you work your way of getting everything back. Now, when it comes to the big VTuber agencies like Hololive, they, of course, can pick this up a lot quicker. They can absolutely get this a lot faster for you. And they have channels that they work through inside of whatever place it is in order to get you everything a lot quicker. In this case, luckily, they were able to get Ayunda Risu's channel way faster than normally she would have. Dokibird is an indie English-speaking VTuber who recently, on her Twitter, has shown that she, Goddess of Victory Nikke, recently had a 3rd anniversary, and she was a part of a VR chat cinema thingamadoobs for Nikke overall. So she played a little bit Nikke in the beginning, and right here she's with other people.
Would think, oh yeah, no, that has to be the healer. Deep. It was a very strong sports bra.
Another really long weapon.
So there you have Clio from Face Connect.
Yes,
you have Bao.
But sound guy, I hope the sound is a little better. I can raise it up if you needed to.
Yeah. Right? We're not gonna reach that. I mean, we could stack on top of each other.
For this
and there
recording.
You go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's Doki, second to the left.
The blast, but
My head's
look
still
at
on.
Eden.
My head's still on.
Look at all the drugs.
Oh no.
Looks like it might be Lumi to the very far right.
Guys. Oh yeah. Guys, I think. Guys, you think this looks bad?
There's a big hole.
I'm fine too. Whoa! What the heck?
And there they go, trying to get other ones.
Also, they were
Shooty?
tanky as hell. Yeah, I kept shooting at him, and I was like, why isn't he dying, guys?
And someone is on the table. What the heck?
I wasn't missing, too. Oh, do you guys see that? Gangster style. I need you guys to see that.
Still shooting.
So yeah, they had a nice big VR chat Nikke sponsored stream. that's very, I mean, I've never seen a Nikke sponsored stream like that. It is very genius, inventive, and also very glad that she was able to be a part of it. Neko, or Kuro Aoi Neko on Twitter, is a V artist that works on VGen and has a lot of, commissions that they're working on. Currently an OC artist. Here, they're not accepting any new requests. They're doing headshots and bust-ups and all that type of stuff there. They have gotten attacked by Richie, or Cat's Cookies, on Twitter as well. There has been a certain amount of discourse going on about this current Neko commissions, current things like this. They've been doing, like I said, they're just an artist doing a lot of things. But they recently had gotten attacked by them through this, that I was able to get the information from another VTuber here. It says, "Hello, Richie. I was reviewing the waitlist and came across your membership request. I truly apologize for the mistake of adding you before carefully reviewing it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to work on this piece as I don't draw queer couples." Now, this is going to be something that's going to get a lot of people angry to begin with, and it did get a lot of people angry. But here's the thing. Here's where this is the important part. What continues on. Please know it's absolutely nothing against your character or ideas. It simply comes from my personal religious belief, and I'm trying to stay faithful to that. So he's saying, I don't hate you for being queer. It's not any judgment on you. It's just that's my personal belief, and I do not want to draw that. That's perfectly fine. Because in this case, in my opinion, they're not fully discriminating on this person based on their beliefs. It's just saying your beliefs and my beliefs kind of have an issue. It's like, anybody can have that type of thing. Of course, it's because of the fact that the queer community does get a lot of discrimination to begin with. It can immediately draw you to want to be hateful. But in this case, I don't think it is. It says, "I deeply apologize for not clarifying this earlier and for any inconvenience or disappointment this may cause. I'm sincerely grateful for your interest in Neko Commission, and I truly appreciate your understanding. Thank you so much again. I'm really sorry for the oversight." So they're extremely apologetic. If they were bigoted, they would have gone a lot more aggressive on this. Be like, "Ew, I hate I hate what you are," that type of thing. I don't, they could have gone much worse, let's say. And they ended up apologizing, going through the whole thing. It honestly feels uncanny how much attention this account and my VGen have been getting after that. I just want to remind everyone that this is my art account and comfortable space for me. Please also know that I do not justify any support or support any form of queer phobia. Though at this point, some people have labeled me as one. I truly hope that everyone here, new here, will also continue to keep this space kind and respectful. Also seems as well, the threats and harassment are getting out of control, and it's feeding into a situation like an echo chamber. I would love to commission you if any slots for the future next week available in any kind. Keep going. And that's the thing. No matter what their beliefs are, you may agree with them, you may not agree with them, and that's perfectly fine. That is acceptable. But do not go and send harassment their way when they did not harass anyone else. Continuing here. "Hey everyone, I didn't expect to be awake with notifications or expecting to, but truly, I didn't expect this would blow up. First of all, I'm very sorry for the disheartening experience of what happened to the fellow past client who had queer couple characters in their bio, in their reference. I just opened VGen a few days ago and was not aware of how the system worked. It was completely my fault for not checking and understanding how the request submissions are done. I wrote an important note saying do and don't will be discussed in DMs, since I was used to how other platforms works, but VGen is different. You had to submit a request first before being able to DM, and this was my fatal mistake. No, I'm not queerphobic. I'm surrounded by many kind queer people, both in real life and online, who have helped me shape me into a kind of person, but apparently I choose to not engage in activities related to queer relationships while still being friends with queer people. I take full responsibility for misunderstanding and will make sure the guide never happens again. They're going to make sure the guidelines are taken care of and properly done. And thank you for everyone who took the time to point it out. Truly appreciate the chance to learn and grow from this, and I hope we can be peaceful. If you still have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I try my best to explain and answer them clearly. And yes, Straub, there's one thing I will agree with. I don't agree with a lot of things that Straub says, but I will agree with this. I did nothing wrong. I recommend just adding to your TOS if it isn't already there now. She was very polite, and yeah, people can have boundaries, including religious ones. That's perfectly fine, as long as they don't try to push their religion on you. I think that's perfectly fine. And they didn't judge the person for being queer. That's one big distinction. They just said that you know, they're not comfortable doing it, but they didn't say, oh my God, you're horrible for this or horrible for that or anything like that. So that is the big difference here. Refusing to draw something that violates your beliefs does not equal discrimination. Forcing someone to betray their conviction is. People screaming about tolerance are the ones practicing intolerance. And that's the thing. Tolerance goes both ways. Yes, queer people should be tolerated. There should be tolerance for, not tolerated, that's a bad word. But you know, there should be tolerance for queer people. You should never discriminate against queer people, just like you shouldn't discriminate against people. People's religious beliefs should be tolerated, just like people's sexual preferences should be tolerated, and have tolerance for them. Again, I think it's wrong to say tolerated because it kind of gives a bad connotation, but that's the best way I can describe it, and I apologize that my words are not sufficient, that my vocabulary may not be sufficient at this time. I do apologize for that. We're going to continue on to show Salvi put out, doesn't mean someone isn't homophobic for not wanting to draw something either. Also, LMAO, sudden marginalization, measurement wars. These people are so pathetic. All this is because someone doesn't want to draw something. And, you know, they go into the words that they use after this about calling people freaks and stuff like that, is also not tolerance, and it's not good either. But it's here, Indonesian Muslims in Indonesia are a majority of over 87% of the population. Being marginalized in one way doesn't mean you cannot also be bigoted towards another marginalized people. And they, of course, continue here. Says, reinforce that it's better to never accept any commissions from you performative people. People just don't want to draw certain things. I mean, it's fine to not want to draw certain things, but it's not good to also go name calling about other people as well. If you thought this was some isolated incident, I'd love to tell you what's being imported in mass in first world nations. I think they're just going to drop their religion. And then going down here, it's blocking and hiding comments, of course. I mean, it's okay to also block and hide comments. It's not really conducive to a good conversation, but you can do that as well. And of course, this person, Walker, goes on and says, didn't do anything bad, specified multiple times that they didn't hate queer people, hope that anyone who judged them wrongly can now reflect upon their mistakes and hopefully grow to be a better person. And those are the ones that I showed you before, these two pieces here, and the commentary I showed you before on her. Artists already had the fact that they don't draw queer couples on their TOS. You still asked for one, they said no, they were respectful about it, and they even gave you a refund. And you still got out of your way to leak private DMs to publicly shame them, really. And this is a continuation that do not accept GL, BL, or romantic same gender. Basically, girls love, boys love romantic same gender pieces, but if you want, I can platonic or friendship theme artworks are welcome. Thank you for understanding. So they don't do the romantic ships, but they do platonic ships. They do platonic, like you're hugging a female friend. If you're a female as well, you're hugging a male friend. If you're a male friend as well. And then, of course, the person leaks the full thing. Decided yesterday, but I quick added it, mentioned GL not accepted, but actually I'm fine with it. Forget to re-edit it because I use ChatGPT to talk in my hard English because they're not, you know, native English speakers. Also scared the terms made you misunderstand that you may be uncomfy. I want to re-edit it today, but just to confirm it, it's not your fault at all. It's just my fault, and just clarify it so not to make it misunderstood. The person continues. And uncomfortable with the fact that you have put a term like this in your TOS in the first place, regardless of your intentions or saying that you are fine with my request. I am queer, and I do not appreciate my identity being disrespected in this way. I also do not appreciate your use of ChatGPT, considering that translators exist. I respect and understand you're uncomfortable. I will process your refund. I'm really sorry to make you so uncomfortable. Thank you so much for your interest. And I don't know, do art. This is just this person putting their art. So they were respectful in this whole thing. Yes, it does suck that you're not getting, you know, your things accepted. That does suck. But it is not a reason to cause a hate campaign against the person either, I think. Continue on here. So basically the same thing that I put before. And also, Richie was shown to be pretty bigoted in and of themselves. Because they have the person who, you know, the cat's cookies, the one who caused this whole thing. When someone said November is Men's Health Month, they retweeted this. It says nobody gives an F towards, you know, someone being bigoted against basically a gender, in this case men, and the male gender. And they're screaming about being, you know, bad being bigoted, but they're showing bigotedness. They're being they're being exactly what they're saying that they are. They're being hypocritical. They're being very hypocritical here. You can not equate it if you want to. That's fine. Bigotedness is bigotedness, in my opinion. Yes, there may be levels for some people, but a bigot is a bigot for me. And this person was being a bigot against men. And again, they continue showing that it's not your fault at all. Basically the same things that I showed before. Kind of showing that this person was very apologetic about it, not being forceful about it, just saying, I'm sorry, this is just the way that I am. And defamatory, discriminatory, mean-spirited conduct, they try to use the TOS of VGen against the person. But as the person said, they are not against this individual being queer. They are not bigoted against this individual being queer. They just don't draw that art themselves. Preferentially, they just prefer not to draw that art. Some people would say it's one and the same. I think it's a bit different because they are not trying to, they did not say, oh, ew, you're queer, etc. They were just like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable drawing this. That's it. Just like there's some people who don't feel comfortable drawing ships, period. I mean, it's just, that's the way it is. Discrimination is not wanting to draw something, though. Discrimination isn't not wanting to draw something. Discrimination is when I refuse to commission you because you're gay, queer, regardless of what you order. If they had discriminated, they'd have asked the artist if they were queer and then refunded them immediately. So from what this person's saying and from what I'm seeing, it wasn't so much, hey, you're queer, I don't want to draw anything you do. It's more, hey, this is what you requested. It is against what I usually do. I do not want to do this. The shipping, BL, GL stuff. It's like you could be a queer person, from what I'm understanding from this person, you could be a queer person and go for a commission, a regular commission of your art, of what you of your original character, your OC, whatever, and it'll be fine. And continuation is, the good thing about this meaningless hatred-filled discourse, the harasser has gone private, while Neko has gone from 700 nearly to 10k followers and over 11k as of right now. Good always triumphs. And in this case, it was just, I think the other side went a little too hard, and that made it made them seem overly emotional, and it made them seem overly critical. And since harassment and everything like that was created, that makes it so that the victim that they wanted to be changes into the person that they were attacking. Ayunda Risu is an Indonesian VTuber, female VTuber, with Hololive ID, which is the Indonesian gen of, the Indonesian branch of Hololive, with Ayunda EO15 and Muna Hoshinova as the first gen. Recently, she had gotten her channel crypto hacked, and she did the same thing that Crony just did right now. Did when hers got crypto hacked, is she created a coin, well, a fake coin, of course, never actually put it out, but it's a coin, kind of a meme coin at this point, NUTCOIN, and she's talking about the crash of NUTCOIN right here.
Ayunda Risu channel of Hololive Indonesia has decided to come forward and address the problem regarding the crash of NUTCOIN. I know that the news that suddenly popped up earlier this morning has caused quite a ruckus and shocked everybody, but I can say that don't worry, because I will deliver you the explanation that you guys deserved. I have several points that I want. The extraction process of the energy, it will be used as the energy that will keep the NUTCOIN running. So basically, NUTCOIN is a coin generated from energy converted by extracting nuts, and the extraction process of the energy that will be used as the trading currency of NUTCOIN has come from various types of nuts extractions. So,
and of course, it is, all this is not true. All this is not to be taken seriously. It is a joke.
First, the discontinuation of Non-Stop Nut November campaign. So, Non-Stop Nut November, or Triple N for short,
something that I've done too,
is a campaign that was done to boost the production of nut milk. And as explained before,
for NUTCOIN, I guess,
is the main ingredient to generate energy for developing the NUTCOIN. This non-stop not November campaign has started as a bandwagon for people to collect nut milk every day.
And this is possibly the reason why it was discontinued at this point, in order to prevent further damage.
Without rest for the whole month of November. And we created a goal to not lose a single streak in non-stop nut November, so we can have a steady supply of nut milk.
So maybe Non-Stop Nut November will return in some way, shape, or form. We will see. She will have to decide if she wants to create it again. But here is the last little bit that I want to show you guys.
Could happen. What happened? Among those rumors, people said that the unauthorized stream happened because of the CEO of NUTCOIN's hobby to click on the link of finding hot milk in your area has finally got her. Some rumors also said that it was the result of multiple visits on explicit websites. I would like to say, and I would like to clarify, that those rumors are not true at all. This attack came from outside, because I can guarantee you the computer, the machine, and the everything that has been used to manage the NUTCOIN has been sterile.
So yeah, so that is it. I love that she used humor for this whole thing, instead of just being like, oh my god, look, I got hacked. It's just making it into humor. I love that, and that's why I wanted to put this out there. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple, because I want it to be a positive experience, a place where I can promote others in the VTuber community and do something good. So today we are talking about Koro, or Koroyopi, who is a VTuber, a female VTuber. Pippa, I am the one and only Koroyopi, your favorite mischievous dragon. And we're going to take a look, of course, at their Twitch here, their About section. Pom Pom, the only one in Koroyopi, favorite mischievous cosmic dragon with a heckin' chomp. And, of course, with everything else involved, we're going to be taking a look at something going on here.
Will not be spared. Will you still free me, hero? Will you still let everyone you love die?
Maybe. Maybe.
I have heard you. I have heard your fervent prayer. You want peace. You want truth.
That is cool. All right. She went real darker there. But here we are. Koroyopi, this is their YouTube side as well, where they have the debut here, and they have other debut trailers. They have other things here, as well as some of their most recent live streams. They don't have all of them there, but they have a lot of their most recent live streams, as well as shorts and things like that. Of course, I'll have this in the description down below. Appreciate you for allowing me to showcase you, Koroyopi. Thank you so much, and I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asked of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.